And the starting group for the Spurs, filling the perimeter spots, are Castle and Vassell. In the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. And it's Fox in at the point guard. And for Boston, Pritchard and White are their guards. Then there's Jaylen Brown. And it's Walsh in at the 4. You know, when you break down these teams, Greg, they are excellent on the defensive end.
Yeah, so let's give credit to their coaches. They prepare their teams well, motivating their guys to give that consistent effort. Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Brown deciding where to go with it. Shot clock at 5. Out to White. The shot's good. Brown making the play.
That's good vision by JB. Draws the D, kicks it out. He's grown that part of his game.
Sohan finds Wembanyama. And yes, it's good. Wembanyama has got his second basket of the game.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
And Craig, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Joe Mazzulla. Coach said they need to stop Fox from dribble driving as he can dismantle a defense if he gets inside. He told me the problem with Fox is he's just so fast. You can't slow him down with just one guy. So coach wants his help defenders alert and within range to help when needed. Guys?
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Here's Pritchard. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Here's White. Rebound by Sohan. San Antonio's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Fox looking it over. To the middle. Here's Wembanyama.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
Outside, White. Pass to Queta. Back to White. Now Pritchard takes a 3, and no good. 1:58 left in the first quarter. Vassell wide open, and a miss there on the triple.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Brown, no good.
You often expect him to convert these types of shots, but the D must have made their presence felt to prevent that one.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So Boston ends up going with a new group. Johnson's checked in for San Antonio. Harper comes in for Stephon Castle. There's 1:34 left in the first. Simons with the ball. He had 15 points last outing. Fires to the pass to Hauser. Shot clock at 6. The shot's good from Simons.
Oh, gritty inside. Simons amongst the big bodies.
Former dunk contest champion Anthony Simons. Greg, also a threat from deep.
Yeah, over half his shots coming from long range. I mean, he's not exactly a point guard or a lockdown defender, but if you need a bucket, that he can provide.
Now Simons. Following De'Aaron Fox's three-point attempt. Sohan, the pass to Harper. Back to Sohan. Out to the wing. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Now Simons. For three. That shot is off. And we reach the end of the first quarter. Spurs lead by 4. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for San Antonio.
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
They've got Sam Hauser. Peyton Pritchard out there with Anthony Simons. And it's Gonzalez in at the small forward. That's the Boston 5. And now, Allie LaForce says something for us from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Celtics have a great 1-2 punch with Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. Tatum said, JB always starts the game really aggressive. I'm a naturally laid-back guy. I kind of see things out first, and then I can essentially take over when I need to. We have found that balance. Back to you.
A dangerous duo for sure. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Here's Castle. They lead by 6, their biggest margin. The shot's good. Castle's got his second bucket tonight.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Jaylen Brown's checked in for the Celtics. San Antonio also making some changes. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. And it's Vassell in for Johnson. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played. Hauser the pass to Pritchard. Brown against Vassell. Brown gets it done inside. So, Richard, you hear the phrase hold time, how long players hold the ball over the course of a game. Walk us through that.
Guys with longer hold times are typically shot creators for their team, or they are post-up players. If you have a shorter hold time, that means you are catch and shoot, catch and decision make very quickly.
Just 3 to shoot. Wembanyama, too easy for the big man.
and standing easily over 7 feet. When Wemby gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
Vassell against Brown. Makes it off the glass.
After failing to get going in the first quarter, he's looked much better here in the second.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's ready to talk things through with them. And Richard, I'll say this. Jaylen Brown's often at the heart of a debate about what his true value is. I think it's immense.
Oh, I don't know what the debate is. I don't know the difference between megastar, superstar, but he is a proven all-star, an all-NBA player, and a finals MVP.
And some changes here for the Spurs. Johnson comes in for Castle. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Harper. Fox finds Vassell. Now, here's Fox. Last time, 14 points for him. And a wide open look for Wembanyama. San Antonio again missing. To the paint, here's Walsh. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. And now, just a 4-point Spurs lead. And so Fox will bring it up for San Antonio. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Barnes sets a screen for Vassell. Here's Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Back to Pritchard. Off target from three-point range.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Johnson kicks to Vassell. The Spurs working the ball around now. Lets the three fly. Goes back up. And Wembanyama gets it to go. And it's an 8-point San Antonio lead.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And finished off by Brown.
I'm not going to lie. Jaylen Brown, his hops are different.
And the Spurs with possession here. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Minnesota, where they'll take on the Timberwolves. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. Here's Wembanyama. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
Now here's Brown. 6 points for him. And there are the Celtics with another basket.
The mid-range is not an issue for Brown, and it's just another weapon in his arsenal now.
Here's Fox. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And so it's Victor Wembanyama making things happen for the San Antonio Spurs. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Now let's check in with Allie LaForce on the sideline. What do you have for us, Allie?
I'm joined by Coach Mazzulla. Joe, what was the focus out there offensively?
We just got to fight for our spacing. We have to fight the screen. We have to fight to create advantages. It's 2 great teams playing against each other, and we're going to have to earn it. And so we just got to do a better job creating separation on the offensive end and fight for our great spacing.
Seems like an easy fix. Thanks, Coach.
Terrific stuff, Allie. Thank you so much. And we'll be back for the third quarter right after this halftime break.
Greetings, Shaq, Kenny, and EJ here as we tip off the show with a look at our midseason Eastern Conference standings.
You look at the Celtics. I had them as a top team before the season, and now I'm picking them to make the finals. Tell me I'm wrong, Kenny. You can't, because I'm right. 2 + 2 is 5.
And as much as it pains me, I have to agree with Big Fella.
And now, time to talk about this game. What a solid start for the San Antonio Spurs.
They're up because they're dominating on the glass, looking like that team wants it more.
Yeah, they're in a great spot, and if they can sustain the effort, they're going to be great, and I think they will.
Looking like the team that wants it more.
Thanks for spending halftime with us. Time to get it back out to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third quarter.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. We're seeing a tremendous game from Victor Wembanyama.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
The question now is, will the defense keep letting him punish them inside, or did Coach have some new ideas for them?
So it's Boston now, trailing here by 8. Getting underway now in the second half, and here's the 5 for Mitch Johnson. Fox and Castle are their guards. In the post, it'll be Sohan with Wembanyama. And it's Vassell in at the 3 spot.
And they continue to control the glass.
And Fox gets it to go.
The defense looking helpless to stop Fox. This guy fears no one.
And during the 24-25 season, RJ, it fell into place for Jeremy Sohan.
Yes, the total production was the same, but the efficiency was night and day. He is much smarter and reliable on offense now.
5 to shoot. Here's Brown. Strong finish through the contact from Brown.
Muscling that one in. JB is a strong individual.
Vassell outside. 3-pointer, Fox. Boston grabs the miss. And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thank you, Kevin. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Back to you.
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Here's Pritchard after the basket by San Antonio. Launches a 3. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Got that one up quick. Fox has got the lead up to 10 now for the Spurs. And so the timeout by Joe Mazzulla here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And let's take a peek at the players contending for a spot in the dunk contest this year. Each and every one of these guys can do amazing things around the bucket.
And they will. I guarantee you that we're going to see things in this year's contest that we've never seen before. Those fellas have some tricks up their sleeve for sure.
You look at Castle, And I know he'd like to make a move up in the consideration. He's got all the athleticism you hope for from a dunk contest participant.
He sure does. Lots of competition, though, in the running this year to get that big invite.
And so that's the breakdown as it currently stands. We'll be keeping you all updated with the latest info and, of course, our final list of contestants as we get closer.
Yeah, and if they don't invite me to be a judge, I'm still going. The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Back to Wembanyama. Inside, Vassell. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
And Vassell shows you why you better not disrespect his bounce.
Bounce pass Pritchard. That one's good. The San Antonio lead is cut down now to just 9 on the basket from White.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Fox against Pritchard. And Fox gets it to go. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Outside, White. Back to Pritchard. Nice ball movement by Boston. White, a screen on Vassell. It's good. Brown's got 12 in the game.
And so far, Brown has been dialed in and is showing no signs of letting up.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. A different look now for San Antonio. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wembanyama. Barnes comes in for Sohan. And Keldon Johnson subbed in for Vassell. .107 left in the third quarter of the game. There's the pick. Nobody near Barnes. Here's Cornett, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
And it's Simons missing.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
A pass to Fox. The three-pointer, no good. Celtics trail by 11. Outside, Gonzalez. And here's Boucher. Now, here's Simons. Just 4 to shoot. Rebounded by Castle. Castle's got 4 rebounds in this game. A pass to Fox. And it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
He didn't even look worried about the time on the clock. Nice way to end a quarter.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. Back right after this. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
That is why he is a point guard in this league. He has the elite passing ability, the vision. You need both to play the point guard.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. And Fernie Simons out there with Peyton Pritchard. Then there's Sam Hauser. And it's Gonzalez in at the 3, the small forward. That's the Boston 5.
Hitting threes will be a key for Harper. If he hits them at a high rate, that'll take him to a whole new level.
Three-pointer, Pritchard. Barnes grabs the miss. Spurs leading by 16. It's stolen by Gonzalez. Over in the corner, Pritchard. Pass to Hauser. Here's Garza. Now Pritchard. And that one, good.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now Wembanyama. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Brown is checked in for Gonzalez. Jeremy Sohan's checked in for San Antonio. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Brown outside. Six to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. And it's Simons missing.
Yeah, it's been about the rebounding. Really, that's the dividing line in this game.
Vassell, the pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over Hauser. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Now Pritchard. He's off from 3.
Just an ugly show from him offensively. Yep, no way to describe it, just ugly, and that hasn't helped.
Wembanyama down low. And that one is good.
And this is what you want to see. Wembanyama attacking with authority inside.
Celtics trail by 18. And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He has decided it's the right time to talk. And now it's time for our presentation of the player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.
And his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
Well, to come in here facing a hostile crowd and have a game like he's had, that's what separates the good players from the great players. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Brown! The three doesn't go. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. That one goes. Count it. Fox has got 10 points in just the second half.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
No let up with these guys. They're going for the throat now.
1:41 left here in the fourth quarter. Here's Wembanyama. Just 5 to shoot. A beautiful reverse layup. Wembanyama has got 22 points.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for San Antonio.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Victor Wembanyama.
We certainly got to see his best effort on offense, attacking the defense without fear and grabbing a lot of buckets.
Here's Fox, and it's Fox with the jam.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure didn't. I mean, they just rolled to this win. They made it look really easy. What an efficient performance at both ends.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony, and along with Allie LaForce on the sideline, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching tonight's NBA coverage. And now we present the player of the game, Victor Wembanyama.